Right then, lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Thanks so much for joining me, always on a daily basis. And of course, people who hit the like button, you are massively priceless. Massively priceless. I do not know what I can give you. We are at 37,000 subscribers. Let's get this thing to 40,000 subscribers. The only thing you can do is hit that red button below the video. Just hit that red button, subscribe, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell. Now, in this video, we're going to be discussing Lautaro Martinez. According to the Times, Arsenal have rekindled their interest in Lautaro Martinez and will be willing to pay over 70 million if we get back to the UEFA Champions League. Julian Brandt is also back in the news as Arsenal try to get a number 10 in the summer. Cody Gakpo is also back in the news as Arsenal edge closer and closer to the end of the season, and PSV as well edge closer to the end of their season. Aaron Hickey has been linked with Arsenal as another fullback that could see his future at the Emirates Stadium as a left back as well as a right back. We're gonna be discussing all that and more. Now, yesterday we had the most interesting quiz on the channel. Where did Arsenal sign Thierry Henry from? And many of you told me, oh, so we signed Thierry Henry from Monaco. And the others told me we signed him from Juventus. Interesting stuff it was. But the truth is that Arsenal got Thierry Henry from Juventus. And this is the question I'm going to ask you today. So, Arsene Wenger worked with Thierry Henry at Monaco before joining him again at Arsenal in 1999. They worked together at Monaco before they were reunited at Arsenal in 1999, right? Where did Arsenal get Arsene from which club did Arsenal get Arsene Wenger from in 1996? I would love to know. Option A, I've given you Nagoya Grampus 8. Option B, Monaco. Option C, I've given you Marseille. And option D, I have given you Lille Metropole. I think let us go with that. A, Nagoya Grampus 8. B, Monaco. C, Marseille. And D, Lille Metropole. Where did Arsene Wenger, the Frenchman, where did he come from to join Arsenal, knowing very well that he had worked with Thierry Henry at Monaco before? Did we get him from France or did we get him from Nagoya Grampus 8 in Germany? In Japan, not in Germany. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that. So let's get to the content. Let's start off with Lautaro Martinez. Now, the Times have actually, said Arsenal have renewed their interest in Lautaro Martinez after realizing that their Champions League hopes are actually very, very realizable. Now, this is what they've written. Arsenal have renewed their interest in signing Lautaro Martinez this summer, bolstered by their improved chances of qualifying for the UEFA Champions League. Mikel Arteta plans to bring in two strikers, and the Inter Milan forward, who is 24 at the moment, is on the list that includes Gabriel Jesus of Manchester City and Dominic Calvert-Lewin of Everton. Arteta's side are fourth in the Premier League after beating West Ham on Sunday, 2 points clear of Tottenham Hotspur in fifth, with the rivals for the final Champions League spot set to meet in the coming weeks. Interesting story from the Times. I really love them and I rate them very, very highly. I think below The Athletic, The Guardian, Goal.com, I could say the Times are also there. They're quite reliable. Now, the story is that we have reignited and we have rekindled our interest in Lautaro Martinez. Interesting player, isn't he? 17 goals already this season. He's done it for a while. I think when you talk about the Champions League quality, when you talk about the UCL quality that we are always talking about, players that take us to the next level, players that give us something that we do not have at the moment, players that just bring something new, a new dimension to the table, Lautaro Martinez cannot be kept outside that. Now, the question is that would Arsenal go for Gabriel Jesus, who we'll be discussing in this video as well, and Lautaro Martinez? They look quite similar. But I would not have a problem. Yes, there wouldn't be any area prowess in them, and there is no much physicality between them. So the club would actually miss that physical presence into the penalty area, into the final third. But I love Lautaro Martinez, and I'll definitely take Gabriel Jesus as well. 70 million is the price being discussed around other clubs. Inter Milan will be willing to sell in this summer, despite the fact that they sold Romelu Lukaku last summer, and they extended the contract of the player in the summer. So it will depend on Arsenal and where we finish in the UEFA in the Premier League. If we finish in the Champions League spot, then Lautaro Martinez is very, very available. One thing I can confirm is that we are not the only club in the race. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and a couple of other clubs are also interested in Lautaro Martinez, with some reports indicating that Manchester United actually offered Anthony Martial with cash to Inter Milan to sign Lautaro. Tottenham Hotspur are also looking at the player very, very closely. Look, I think it's one where we cannot have a debate about him. In the comment box below, let me know Lautaro Martinez. Type a yes or a no. Just type Lautaro yes or Lautaro no. But for me, it's a no-brainer, lads. 70 million, it's a no-brainer. It's just 25. And of course, look, if Arsenal just need someone who will be an upgrade, then we got one. We got ourselves in a very, very beautiful situation. So I hope Arsenal can get that deal done and dusted. Now, our deal with Gabriel Jesus edges closer and closer every single day. It looks like Arsenal and Manchester City, have made. Look, what I don't know is whether we have put in an official bid, but also it's being reported that the price of the player is increasing day by day. Now, Fabrizio Romano says it will take a couple of weeks. It will take some time for this deal to get over the line. Arsenal are not the only club that are interested. The player's contract runs down in 1 year's time, but Manchester City have started increasing the price of the player depending on the performances he's put in the last couple of games. If you look at and Gabriel Jesus and his last 3 or 4 games, he's been completely outrageous, scoring 4 against Watford, scoring a goal against Manchester City, and also scoring a goal against Leeds in their recent performance. So it only shows you that as a player, he gets better and better and better. It's just he's still very, very young, and many people think he's got that killer instinct, he's got that striker instinct that Arsenal would really want in a number 9, and he's got the qualities to play and lead that forward line that Mikel Arteta requires. Arsenal and Manchester City have had talks. There is no official bid yet, but that deal moves closer and closer and closer. Now, the increase in price is reportedly from 30 million to 40 million. 1 year left on his contract. Honestly, look, I mean, this is a very difficult one, because when a player is left with 1 year on his contract, you want to make sure that you pay as little money as you can. I mean, you just want to take advantage of the situation. But with Gabriel Jesus, we know that Barcelona are interested, and of course, Barca and Xavi, they'll be looking to take him away from the Premier League. So 40 mil for me, it's still not very, very big money. I think City want to put it at 40 so that by the time negotiations end, they can at least bag 27 to 30 million from the sale of the player. So Arsenal, for me, look, if City do not want to reduce the price, give them the 40. But if they can decrease the price at least to 25 to 30, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely do that. But that deal edges closer and closer. Now, I remember reporting, according to the City Extra, where we broke the story about Gabriel Jesus. I still remember reporting that an exclusive interview had also revealed that Arsenal will be trying to get a number 10. Well, there we are. Arsenal have been linked with Borussia Dortmund playmaker number 10 central attacking midfielder Julian Brandt. Not for the first time we've had this name, Julian Brandt. I think we were linked him a couple of years ago when he was playing with Bayer Leverkusen. Linked, not really interested, but we were linked. And then in January, again, we were linked with them. And also last summer, when we had not signed Martin Odegaard on a permanent, we were linked with Julian Brandt and James Maddison. So it looks like this summer, Arsenal might just go fancy and go in and get a number 10. Julian Brandt is only 26 years of age. He's had 15 goal involvements for Borussia Dortmund this season. It's one that is very interesting. I mean, one that is tricky, a little bit. Because look, when I saw him at Bayer Leverkusen, he was playing more as a winger, and I loved him. For that. For that, he was a 19-year-old then, and of course, his career had not, was not already made. Now at Borussia Dortmund, he's consolidated, that number 10 role. That is where he wants to play. That is where he feels comfortable. He wants to be more creative, and whatnot. And I do not disagree with Arsenal at any point in time that we might just need another number 10 to help out Martin Odegaard. Yes, he's very, very creative as a player. I mean, he's a very, very good architect, and when you look at him, he's always trying to make something happen in the final third. He's trying to look for a key pass, trying to get some shot creating action or goal creating action or anything like that. And I love it about him. But again, you just need a player like Julian Brandt, because what Julian Brandt would bring on the table, one is options. When Martin Odegaard doesn't play, of course, if you have UCL, if you have Europa League, you just need the numbers. You're going to be playing every Wednesday and Saturday, every Tuesday and Saturday, or every Wednesday and a Sunday. If you go to the UEL, that is the Europa League, you'll be playing every Thursday and on a Saturday. Every Thursday and a Sunday. So you need the legs, you need the numbers, you need the squad depth, and also if you look at if you look at our expectations next season, they're not finishing in the top 4 just. They will be challenging strongly for the top for that third position on the table, and I think that is what we're gonna do. So Julian Brandt, for me, there's so many people who are not yet convinced about his talent. I think he's stalled. That is the truth. His his career, his path. There was some stalling. I don't know where it happened, but when he signed from Bayer Leverkusen to Borussia Dortmund, we all thought, with all due respect, Dortmund is one of those clubs that just get their hands onto you as a young talent, and you're going to become beautiful. But it didn't become brilliant. Of course, we saw the comments of the manager this season telling him that he demands more from him. And I think ever since those comments, he's come out and performed a little bit better. So would I take Julian Brandt as an understudy to Martin Odegaard and just kind of provide that competition? Definitely, I would. 15 goal involvements this season. I think he can do more. Probably is not going to be the player that all of us thought he would become. But I do not want to see him become like a Mario Götze. So I'll take him at Arsenal and create that kind of, competitive environment to Martin Odegaard. Not trying to push Martin Odegaard into areas of pressure, but just to remind him, you've got to create more. You've got to be on top of your game, because there is someone, waiting for you in behind. Now, yesterday, Gianluca Di Marzio came out and said that there is a project that will be signing Darwin Núñez, and that project is in the Premier League. That was a very strong story. Almost like I got chills in my body, but then I remembered that Erik ten Hag's project at Manchester United will also need a striker. So I'm not going to discuss this very much, because I will discuss it later in a separate video. But according to that man there, the one and only Gianluca Di Marzio, there will be a project that takes on Darwin Núñez in the summer, and that project is in the Premier League. Which project will it be? I want to do a video about him being the next Henry. So I will discuss that in the next video. Cody Gakpo, the season is ending very, very soon in the Netherlands. Arsenal are set to make their first official offer for the player. We still wait to see how things are gonna roll up and come up in that situation. But then also Arsenal have been linked with a new fullback. Interesting, isn't it? We always get linked to a fullback these days. So the lad is a Scottish player, and it's called Aaron Hickey. Now, according to Radio Kiss Kiss in Napoli, interesting. The radio is called Kiss Kiss, right? Radio Kiss Kiss in Napoli. They have said Arsenal have inquired about Bologna left back Aaron Hickey alongside Newcastle and West Ham. However, Napoli are serious about signing the 19-year-old, who Bologna have put a 20 million euro starting price on. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, look, these are my thoughts on that. The player, allegedly, I've not looked at any scout reports, but what I've seen and what I've heard is that he can play as a right wing back, a left wing back, a right back, and a left back as well. Hope you get the difference between those positions. That is what I've heard, and I will say, let's do a little. Let's take a break. Let's take a break. Let's do a little research about him, and then we can discuss him more in the news roundup in the evening. The quiz for today is: from which team did Arsene Wenger come to sign for Arsenal in 1996? A. Nagoya Grampus 8, B. Monaco, C. Marseille, and D. Lille Metropole. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll be glad to speak to you in the next one very, very soon.